All right, a very good evening, everybody. July the 5th, Warrior Jr. here with you as always. As long as I'm alive, I will be here with you. Um, you know, I think about that a lot as I start to get older. It's like, wow, you're pretty brazen when you talk. Yeah, well, you know what? It's good to be sober brazen. Brazen of intellect, of intellect. I do not profess I know everything or nearly anything. But what I do try to do is constantly learn and share my life experiences and my boldness with you out there, in hopes that whatever I might be able to say that might help you. I don't ask you to agree with everything. I just hope you have an understanding of my fights, my struggles, mine struggle, it's funny. Um, of trying to achieve anything in life. I know this is centered around getting laid, meeting women, but it's also for anything, anything. Um, Please apply anything that is important. But unfortunately, I'm going to offend a lot of people. I don't care because again, you can't please, you can't appease everyone. My last title of my episode was "Cunts Something," as "Cunts Mother Hens," and I know women are going to get really offended. Oh, you called cunts, you called women that. Well, hey, you know what? Let me tell you something. There are women that are. There are women that are. Okay, so I'm sorry. But that's part of honesty. You want to be honest, or do you want to like lie? Okay, so I'm very very sorry. But unfortunately, people are going to get pissed. And I can't. I don't care. I don't care. Because that's not. You can't please everybody. You can't anybody. It doesn't matter. I say in life, if you help one person out there, then you did a good job, right? It's not like giving a bum a couple dollars. You're not helping them. You're just kind of like putting a band-aid on a wound that's bleeding to death. That's not doing anything. And it's not your job to do anything. Okay? I got my own takes on that. To me, it should be illegal to be like loitering and asking for money. It should be illegal because it should be unnecessary. You know? Should be unnecessary. They have mental illness. Then they should have special places for them then, where they give up freedom, but they can eat, they're looked after, Not like a hotel or something like that. But if they're sick, it's like a hospital for them. And if they could be rehabbed and put back in the public, great. But if they can't, it's a prison. More like it's kind of like a prison in a way. Yes, you take dangerous people, you put them in prison. You take mentally ill people, you put them in prison, like a prison. Similar, okay? But the problem is our society doesn't. Everybody freedom. No, it's very much freedom. It's it needs to be restructured. Everything, okay? Yep. You putting in prison, you're putting the same business people that are really smart. These guys, these billionaires that pull off these very complicated business shenanigans. You're going to put them in the same in a prison with these guys that are murderers and stuff like that, or pedophiles. You going to put them in there like that? They should have, based on what your thing is. Those people that did those financial crimes. I'm not saying it's right, but they're very intelligent. Look, it takes very. You have to give them that. People that pull off these business crimes and stuff like that. They know that's that's very complex, but it's wrong. But still, hey, they deserve to be incarcerated or something. Or you know what? This is very interesting. Like we could really think about this. You see, are you teaching them a lesson by putting them in jail? What are you teaching them out? How are you teaching them? Are you teaching them? How many people go to jail, get out, and do the same thing over and over again? Oh, so all of your teaching is not learning. Doesn't teaching imply learning? Okay, it's punishment. It's punishment. Okay, you call that punishment? You incarcerate them for a certain amount of time because of the business crime they did. They get so many years. That's a punishment. Hmm. I don't have the answer. What do you think? What do you think they should do? I don't say I know. Maybe they should be punished to where they have to be like they got a choice. They have to either teach in college business classes where they teach the right way to conduct business, or they go like for an extended sentence more, like a community service. Okay, they got to teach like at a college for like 5,000 hours for free or something, and then like really like apologize. Yeah, and then you know how they done this with kids? What they do, like a kid that steals something cheap, whatever from like, and they make them wear an ad and walk around outside. I am embarrassed. I have to wear this sign because I stole something from the market, and I am ashamed and for myself, and I'm sorry. And everybody driving by sees that sign, like he's put on stage, like he's embarrassed and stuff like that. What about something like that for some of these business crime people that do these? They have to teach like for crazy amount of hours, and they have to tell the students, don't do what I did because I'm very sorry, and like I don't exactly make them fess up. What about something like that? Using their business mindset instead of for bad, but for good through like a community service teaching thing instead of just putting them in jail with dangerous people. They had stuff like you community service stuff like that. I guarantee you, I fucking 100% guarantee none of those people like that were convicted of the big business crimes, the forget the guy's name, not Michael Milken. There's the guys, you know who I'm talking about. They stole billions from the old ladies or were like that. They went to jail for like 25 years or whatever like that. Instead, they should be teaching at like Cal State University or something where they have to like fess up and say, look, I'm gonna teach you about how to make legitimate business because I'm embarrassed of what I did. I did the wrong thing. I want to make good. I want to educate the youth in a positive way. You're helping society. Oh my God, you're actually doing a good thing. Wow. You mean you're trying to educate the youth about how to like do good because what you did was so wrong, and can you believe? Wow, that's like fixing a problem. Oh my God, wow, that's I cannot believe it's like so intelligent, huh? No one ever thought about that. No one ever fucking, you telling me nobody ever thought something like this is possible? And if the guy refuses to teach and refuses to change and help other people, then he can go to fucking jail for a double amount of time they can sentence him to. Okay? My point is that when somebody is salvageable, you don't just put them behind bars. It doesn't solve a problem. Okay? You know what you put behind bars? Something that's wild, that can't be contained, that's insane, something that's really dangerous. Like in science, it's chemicals. They're put under lock and key. They're protected. Certain types of elements because they're highly volatile. They're dangerous. They need to be watched over and stuff like that. They have. But meanwhile, in the real world, they have this thing called the maximum security prison or whatever. Max whatever for the most dangerous people. What makes them more dangerous than the others? Well, the severity of the crimes or whatever. I don't know. I think everything should be judged individually based on, okay, what the person did wrong, and can we use this person somehow? Can you see? It's kind of like they have to. They're become like part of like the once they're like arrested or whatever. Can the society goes? Can we use this person somehow to in order to like make an example out of him or like to help other people? Do you understand? It's not about like punishing. It's punishment, but it's like you have to use this person for something. Let me give you a good example. Remember in A New Hope when the droids the R2D2 C3PO, and they're wandering through the Tatooine desert. What is a transport? We're safe over here. Please help. The Jawas took them, right? And they're on there. They don't know where they're going, right? You know, and they put them out there with all the other droids, right? And he sold them to Luke and Uncle Owen. Do you speak Bachi? Of course I do. It's a native language to me. Okay, we'll take that one and the red. We'll take that one and the red. We'll put them to work. We'll put them to work. Those droids have use. Okay? I didn't say they were bad people. They're not in cars. But in a way, they were arrested. Do you understand? They were arrested by the Jawas. And the Jawas sold them because they had value. Okay? I'm not saying people should be sold like that, but people that break the law, that's the way. There's an idea there. They could put them to work, you know, they have use possibly. And their use could help society as a whole. That's how you help. That's how you teach somebody a lesson. That's how you help other people. You're putting somebody in jail. It's a waste of a punishment. It's a waste. Well, they have, you know, some people they graduate high school, you know, they're in jail. Yeah, okay, I heard of stuff like that. But I'm thinking bigger. Let's come up with something better here. There's something better here that can be done. But they don't. It's like, you know, they don't teach you exactly every law in the book in school. How do you know if you broke one of them? Ignorance of the law is no excuse. Do you know how many laws there are? I guarantee you, well, you know, in school you learn common sense, so like you try, you don't know every law. You might do something that there's a signs everywhere. It tells you no loitering, no sidewalk, no bikes on the side, no this and that. Some of those people, I guarantee you. There's a show on CNBC. It's called Lockup, and they interview those people all the time, hardcore criminals. You should listen to the way some of those people talk. They're a little fucked up and everything like that. But there's something in there too. There's something that can be salvaged. And I'm not talking about just rejoining society and everything like that. I'm talking about like somebody that could be, you know, hey, this is somebody a lot of these kids can relate to here or something like that. You could have kids come in, you know, and listen to some of these people and stuff. Education, real. And they talk about this, man, you know, that was the dumbest thing I did in my life, you know, and I'm paying the price for it. You know, anything. Instead of just putting them in there and like waiting for time, they're being punished by their life, by their freedom being taken away. That's the generic narrative. I don't know, you know, and they say in some countries they punish you an eye for an eye kind of thing. You steal something, they cut off a finger or a hand or something like that. I didn't say that. I didn't say I have any of the answers, but I just feel like there's so many creative ways we could do something here. Instead of just, you know, that business, I can't understand. You know, that should be these guys that created this business. You know, that I forget the guy's name. I know it'll come to me. I know people are yelling it in the fucking at the screen. Probably it doesn't matter. Not Ponzi. Okay, that's him too. You know, it could have been. But I'm saying like after there was that old guy that swindled millions, you know, billions or whatever off the, you know. I think Michael Milken too. I think they named some of Cal State Northridge business department after Michael Milken. Michael Milton School of Education or something like that. Keating, Charles Keating, the Keating and Loan. Okay. Imagine, a guy like that being a professor, university, and just saying that, I'm going to teach you the right way to make business, the right way to make money, educating like who knows how many people he could help through his mistakes, became like something good. Can you imagine something like that? But you won't get the chance to do that. He's in jail or dead or something. Can't help nobody when you're in there. You can't help anybody when you're in there. And isn't that what life's about? Is about helping people? Fuck. I'm telling you, like the rules have to be rewritten to coincide with the advents of technology. The founding fathers and everything. Yeah, there's some foundation, there's great stuff. But a lot of that, it needs to be implemented. We're in the 21st century going in far already. And there's ways that shit say, okay, this is not applicable anymore. It doesn't fit the narrative anymore. It's Okay, let me tell you what happened tonight. It's enough of that. Let's get back to talking about women. My pickup. That's what the real Warrior Junior is about. So I went to Trader Joe's to get some food. I was leaving Trader Joe's. Doesn't matter where. There's a million of them. Two set. When I say two set, two girls, one guy. I walked by, and I took a really good look. It was okay. But I felt like taking a real good look as I walked by. I didn't stand in front of her. I didn't block anything. I didn't encroach her or anything. I think it's called gawking. It's called feast for the eyes, right? Why can't I? I really didn't need like that, but I took a real good look. I want to get a good look as I walk by. A real good look. Yeah. And this guy, this tall fucking guy, comes trailing behind. I didn't say a word. I was looking at her as I walk by with my groceries. I'm carrying. I got all this shit. And he's looking at me. They continue walking. Now I'm 20 feet away. Turn around and he turns around. He's looking at me. He keeps looking at me. So I keep looking at him. And eventually it's to lose the sight. It's this distance. They go around this turn and everything. Not a word was exchanged. But I can tell you what he was thinking. What's that guy's problem? You're the problem. You're the problem. Look in the mirror. What's that guy's problem? You a psychologist? You office that I don't know about? You can diagnose. You tell me I have a problem. Here's my problem, fucko. I'm looking at a girl. And if that's a problem, you can take this and shove it as far up your ass as you can, okay? Now, I don't have to say it, but I say it here. But do you understand how society thinks? I'm not allowed to look at something? Who told you that? Who educated you with that? What law says I can't look? He didn't like make any step to try to come to me or anything. But I knew he just was surprised. It's good. Guess what? You're going to be surprised. Because you don't know there's people like me out there that are like aware, like are trying and do things. I don't go along with the sheep, fucko, okay? I go whenever I feel like. It's my life, not yours to tell me what to look at. You're not yours to tell me how to live. And that's what that guy was trying to do. That's what that guy was trying to do. Trying to look at me like to yeah, well guess what? Yeah, guess what? I'm going to keep looking. You are not going to fucking stop me from my goal, whatever it is in life. And that's what guys are trying to do. It's not my perception, it's reality. It's fucking reality. They don't want you looking there. They don't want you getting this. And they don't want you to have, okay? You're competition for them. They don't like that. If anything, they don't like competition. I'm telling you. Now, after I looked at her and I think it was kind of maybe irrelevant to waste your time looking at him after. I don't know. I just wanted to say, hey, I'm warrior. I'm holding ground. I can look at whatever I want. Have a nice day. You like that? I can look at whatever I want. Have a nice day. It's like a positive kind of thing. Because whoever taught you that you can't do this and that, you're carrying that on. How would you like it if there was a girl that you're with and somebody looked? If you have a strong frame and that you're with her, then it doesn't affect you. It doesn't bother you. Because you're mentally stronger than that. I don't care. They can look all they want. Of course, who cares? But those weak-minded fools, most people are sheep. Most people get offended when you're looking, okay? They can't handle it. They're not ready. They don't understand. Because they were never taught. Or they don't understand how difficult it is out there, okay? There's people, they can be real brazen sometimes. Somebody's home, hey, I need a cigarette, they come close to you. I don't smoke even. Can you help me out with it? They feel like everybody's a public servant, like it owes them something. I don't even engage these creatures, these peons, these garbage scowls. And I'm sorry, that's what they are. The desperate and needy, that's what they are. You want to know reality, or you want to lie about things? We're all supposed to be treated as equal. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Do you know how many signs I've seen? We have the right to refuse service to anyone. Well, wait a second. I thought everybody's equal. It's not. It's not. You know how many clubs is for private people that you can't get in? It's for private, same thing. You don't understand. You think everybody's equal. I have news for you. They're not, and they won't teach you this in school. You have to learn from the school of hard knocks, and that's what I'm here to do. Professor Warrior Jr. is going to tell you how it really is, and you're not going to like a lot of it. But you know what? If you learn all of this stuff, then nothing is secret. It's all brought out in the open. The truth. It's all brought out front. The reality. The shit that people don't want to tell you. The shit that they don't. Everything. It's not in the library. It's nowhere. It's not in schools or nothing. This is the way everything really works. I'm going to tell you everything. And I'm going to help you. I'm going to help myself. And I'm going to help you if you need. With what I know. My opinion. what I think is pretty good advice based on what I go through. And sometimes that help is, it's not, you don't you know, you don't have to ask for it. You just you get something off of me, and that's enough. Anything could be something about this or that or anything. I know that guy was. I wasn't trying to start an altercation, but unfortunately, it's like you're not allowed to look. Not for a prolonged period of time. Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? I can look for as long as I fucking want and as long as I can. That's called freedom. I know. It's like you're wasting your time, partially, your time too, by doing it. But it's in a way, you're making a stand. You're making a stand against society, telling them they're not going to push you around like a peon. And that's the subject for this discussion. I think that word peon, it's like a Roman. It means like you're to people like that, and one way or the other, they pee on you. It's a peon. Now, look, I'm not saying in every fucking thing, okay? But I'm implying when you're going after something that you want. Some of these people, they you know, they try to really keep you from getting what you want out of life, and they try to pee on you. Would it be, I don't know, a manager of a business, you know, you're working for somebody and they boss you around really unfairly? Something, it's like a pee on you, you know, like they're treating you like garbage or whatever. My friend that hands out flyers and stuff like that, that's what he is. He's a peon. Stupid, you know? Nice guy, but it's a goylem. All right, that's enough on that. A friend of mine asked me about, and I will call it massage women, just to stay safe. All right. People ask, how do you get it? What do you do? What do you do? Okay. Now, when if you text one of these women, usually their area codes are way, way far away or something. Usually, that's a sign. Unless they are a visiting escort or massage women, okay? You have to take clues in order to avoid being scammed, okay? Like I was once. You're looking for indicators. I know you're horny and you want to do. I know. I do too. But you have to make sure that you're not going to get scammed. Here's how they scam you. They will not give up their general vicinity location. Okay? For example, let's say you know, you text her and hey, you know, I said, you know, I'm in West Hollywood, whatever, and you know, where are you? And they say L.A. And then they start asking you questions, and you need to get your questions answered first. Okay? Hold ground. Hold your ground. You ask a question, you need an answer. Now, they're not going to give you their exact address. I understand, for their own protection, everything like that. I said, I need a general location of where you're at, which is generally cross streets. They're on Ventura and Reseda. You know, they live maybe 3 blocks from there or something like that. That's a good indicator of, you know, that's real, you know. The scam artists, what they do is after a couple of you asking, they give you the exact address. And it's an apartment building, wherever, lots of units or something. And it's not far from you, not too far. That's red flag. Scam, 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 scam. How will you be paying? Apple Pay, Google Play, gift cards, everything? Scam, 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 scam. I need a deposit to reserve. Now there are exceptions, okay? Without talking to them over the phone or seeing them before, like, now if you met this chick, and she gave your number, that's, okay, I've heard of things happening, but I'm talking the general scam, how it works, the general, just through text or whatever. I need a deposit, and you can come right over. You can come right over. Yeah, I'm waiting for you here. Yeah, what you're gonna do, you wind up paying like $75, in gift cards up front, giving them the number, and then you go to that building, and they're like, well, I'll come out if you just give me another 100. Believe me, these scam artists are very, very convincing. I know because I fell for it years ago. Okay, and then you give another 100. Well, I need that, and they never show up. Okay, that's the scam. Okay. Now, there are times when the deposit is warranted, okay? Certain escorts with a reputation, but you have to make sure it's really them, okay? Now, there's one that I met in my area here. I don't know whatever happened to her, but she was like a dominatrix, unbelievable body, right? I pay. I said I would pay. I found out she was because she was walking with her mom, and the mom was like, "Yeah, tell him what you do." Yeah, I was like, "Okay, okay." I said, "Well, go to my website thing," and I did. But I need like $100 Amazon gift card, to know you're real, to know that you're a thing. And I said, okay. And I did, and I hung out with her. Okay, and I had my fun. That's the time when the deposit is warranted, after you've met them before. You could get scammed too for that deposit, but you know what? If you've met them before, then look, you got to understand. They're protecting themselves too. Put yourself in their shoes. I know you're horny. I know it's hard to think sometimes when you're like that. But this is like really important, because what you want to do is, when you find the good ones, you want to put them in your bullpen. In baseball, bullpen is where all the relief pitchers wait till they're called into the game. So you have like a couple of these women that that you've been with that are good. You can call them every once in a while, pluck one out of the bullpen. You build like a relationship with them, so you can, they know who you are, and that's like how you get references. Now, a lot of those girls won't, but the whole thing is, look, that's how you do it. That's how I do it. Now, unfortunately, a lot of girls lateral. They go, they stop doing it, and they move out of the state or whatever like that. And you're like, fuck, But the thing is, you have a couple chicks that that you could call sometimes. Hey, can I see you tomorrow? You're right. Oh yeah, I remember you. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Okay. I've made bonehead mistakes too. There was some that I met and I did once, and I lost a number or whatever like that. Okay, these things happen. But you keep some in the bullpen. You find them, they're in your area. They live relatively close, and they'll work with you. You find ones that are pretty good. That'll help you out, if you know what I mean. Whatever. You're helping them and they're helping you. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing to be ashamed of. Okay? Our society shuns it, though. I don't care what they think. Okay? Now, I know free is the best. I know. Okay? It's hard to, I told you, I couldn't even get to talk to one that I like. They just, they forced away. They wouldn't even, wouldn't even give me a chance. Wouldn't even give me a chance, okay? They're giving somebody a chance. And you know what? I don't care. I don't care about other people. I know that sounds really mean and stuff, but I don't care what they're thinking. I don't care what they're getting. I care about me getting. I want to get. My movie, my life, my time. Okay? You're up against all that. You can go look up in the Hollywood Hills, you see all those homes in Beverly and everything like that. Okay? They're all getting too. They ain't helping anybody else get nothing. They're not doing shit like this. They're not giving out any free help, advice, or nothing. Okay? Who's selfish? Who's being selfish? You know? Get like one life, anyway. You're going to die. Yeah, I can guarantee you 100%, not 99.99 and anything. I can guarantee with 100% certainty, 100% guarantee that everybody in those Beverly Hills homes and those Hollywood Hills and all the billionaires and all the one percenters, guess what? They're tired. Everybody dies, okay? Everybody. Sooner or later. You need to have better medicine, they live longer, eat better food, they have thing. Okay. Are they giving back? Are they trying to help anybody, like, or trying to ask, like, or explain anything like this? Of course not. Of course not. Because they can't, for whatever reason. They're scared or whatever. I don't know. Their idea of giving back is donating for a Thanksgiving meal. That's giving back. It's nothing. That's absolutely nothing. A meal. Fucking retards. Stupid. You're not fucking helping nothing. You're not helping anything change anything because you don't understand anything of what's going on. Let's build for the homeless. Yeah. You don't think there's gonna be all of them? Then they all show up, like those idiots that give money for the Africa. The send money for the starving kids out there. Oh, yeah, that's creating a solution to the problem. Of course, let's send them food. Send them food and clean water and everything. This is great. It doesn't give them a reason to stop procreating then. No business having kids. They have no business having kids if you can't support them. Fucking bullshit nonsense. Dumb thinking. Dumb logic, Stupid. And that's what most people are. I'm sorry. Nobody likes to be offended, but that's the reality. Okay? That's the reality. Stupid decisions. We all make mistakes. That's one chick that I knew, just doing the same fucking thing over and over again, trying to hold on to the past. Her dad is dying, in like Texas. Stupid. She just doesn't know. She doesn't understand the circle of life, how it works. It's stupid. He was there for me when I was young, so I have an obligation. You have no obligation of nothing. Selfish movie career, whatever, trying to become. She's going to be 50 years old. She's going to get boxed out of Hollywood. Her age. She's lucky, It's stupid. Just a selfish cunt, Based on what not every, I did not say every woman is, but unfortunately, many of the women that have the goods, they are, because they know they have currency. They're getting a lot of attention. I told you, it's amazing. These women that are way past it, they're they're the ones giving all the time, and I'm not making this up in my mind. I'm telling you what I see based on my life experience, day in day. So, what is that? That's the proof in the pudding. That's the truth. But the people don't want to tell you the truth because they don't want to hurt your feelings. And all of a sudden you say something and they're like, oh my God, do you hear what he said? Oh my gosh. Yeah. And break it down. Really think about what I said. And you tell me if it doesn't make any sense or anything. Because you don't want to admit. You don't want it. You want to live in the fantasies, these people. These old women walking, oh, you're so beautiful. Oh, look at the way you're dressing. Yeah? What makes you beautiful? Your physical thing. What about what's inside here? About that. You're judging your superficial what you've seen. Don't you do that when you want to get laid? Yeah, I know. Okay? Men are visual creatures. I know. But those women that walk by me that have brushed me off like that spend so much time to look good, and then I'm trying to show them that I really appreciate it. And I swept out into the away like garbage. You're nothing. You're why am I nothing? I want to know. I want to validate. I asked them like, what do you? I tried to ask them. He says, well, what can you give me any advice? I swear to God, I swear, I did ask that after they walked by me. Is there any way you can give me any advice? Something sincere question to ask. I'm sorry, we don't have time to talk to you. Because he kept going. Wouldn't even turn around, even look at me. Who taught them to be like that? Where does it come from? And then I go to these older people thing, and they got all the time in the world to talk to me. Why is that? Why is that? When they're young and beautiful, they got this angry look on their face. And the guys, the thuggish kind of type, where's it come from? What is that? Who taught you that? The hip hop thing. This is angry. That's the way to show you're a real man. Who said that? The media says that. The movies say that. I think. That's a real man? That's tough? Or the woman's. I see this one movie, Black Widow. I didn't watch it. I see this big billboard. This woman with the red hair. She's got a very good shaped body and this angry look on her face with the guns and stuff. All these stupid movies, superhero movies. Why now? Why? And I've dealt in high-end comic books and stuff. And I'm asking this stupid thing. Why is this stupid? What is this? What message? What are you teaching? It's nothing. The young people, like what? And what happens is those young people come from somebody. They have parents. The parents probably a little older than me. Maybe my age, maybe younger. They brought those kids are a product, a byproduct of them. And then those kids are going to have kids. Oh my God. It's like going like this. Now don't get me wrong, there's a lot of young, brilliant people out there. There are. But what I've noticed through my travels, it's like very hard to find. Very, very tough to find. You're not going to the right place. Again, any moron that has any vague statement, you're not helping. Your criticisms count for fucking nothing. You're not helping. You don't have the answer. Because if you did, you'd say it. You'd help. It's easy to criticize. It's easy to put somebody down. It's easy to tell somebody not to look at whatever. Because you're part of the problem. If you're offended by me looking at somebody, 2 words for you. I have a lot of words for you. Tough shit. Look at whatever you want, whenever you want. Talk to whoever you want, whenever you want. Okay? I moved in one time, I saw a chick, and this chick said, do not encroach. Actually, she was up a good distance from me when I was trying to. Do not encroach, you know? Cute. But at least I was able to get that. Unless you get something like that, you have no indicator. You have no indicator that that you have no chance. And I didn't encroach. I know what harassment is. I'm well aware of it. But there is no law that says I cannot talk to a woman, okay? Or try to pick up or do anything. But society says only in these places you can do. You only in this. Yeah, society. Well, fuck you then. I'm not part of your society. Because society is the sheep. And I am above that. Okay? It doesn't apply to me. I'm above it. Yes, I go by the laws. Yes, I obey all laws. But guess what? I can outsmart because most people think that what society does, societal norms, is the law. And it's not. It's not. Big difference. You know how many people I see driving like maniacs? Going over the speed limit for no reason or whatever? Rarely enforced. And that's dangerous. What I am doing is not dangerous. It's perceived to be dangerous. It's perceived to be dangerous to other guys and girls with their girlfriends because you're upsetting the delicate balance of what's considered normal. You're challenging societal norms. You're doing something different. Who is this guy? Hey man, why don't you just get out of here? You don't even have to answer when someone tells you that. You on private property? Law against that. Are you trespassing? There's a law against that. Are you loitering? There's a law against that. Are you on a public sidewalk? Where you're standing there? Okay, well, I'll walk back and forth then. I'll walk back and forth. I'm on a sidewalk. Don't try to one-up me. Don't. You can't beat me. You can't. Because the people that are up here can't be bothered with it. They already made they can't be bothered. The people that I have to deal with, they're here or below. And I'm above. I'm in the gray area. So you're not going to one-up me. It's absolutely impossible. Because I spend all my time learning how to fucking deal with anything that anybody says. I can deal with it can't. It's like, okay, you want to go ahead and outlaw a lawyer unless you're a lawyer yourself? You're going to tell a lawyer you think you know the law? You're going to sound like a fucking moron, okay? I've listened to lawyers talk, like things like how some of these guys, how sharp they are. Even make you sound like a fucking idiot. Because you are. No offense. No offense. You challenge somebody with a Juris Doctorate degree, okay? Do you understand what that is? You don't. But this is what people try to do with me all the time. For me just going after what I want out of life. They're morons. They have no frame. They're not used to somebody like me. Because it's not that I'm not saying I'm the only one. I'm the only one of me, but I'm saying there's plenty of guys that know how to hold frame. There's plenty of guys that know that how not to let intimidation factor. I don't care how tall you are. I don't care how big you are. Okay? That means absolute zero. Absolute zero to me. Okay? Intimidation means nothing. Okay? I go through the smoke screen. I go through it. Whatever it doesn't matter what they say. I go around it if I have whatever. Because I know I have to get to my goal. I have to get to my goal. I have to be first. And those people, they're not going to help you. They're not going to propel you there. They're asteroids. Like that guy. They'll pay. Not by my hand. They'll pay. Life will make them pay. Believe me, you pay. Try to crush people, their dreams, and anything they want. You might not believe in God or anything like that, but the universe hears you. The universe hears. I never try to ruin anybody's dream. I never stop anybody from sincerely trying to get what they want. Well, what if some guy came up to the girl, your girl, when you were with her? Okay, I'm not in that situation. Okay? But I will play hypothetically, and I will tell you what I would do exactly. It depends. Is he getting right in her face? Is it there's no way to avoid this? I mean, you have to play every situation individually. There's a difference. I never get in a woman's face. Okay? I respect their space. You have to take every situation individually. If it was a guy like me trying to do an approach and I'm with a girl, hopefully she's on the same page as me. And it's nothing. We just keep going. I'm not a face. It's over. Because hopefully by that time I'm at the homo superior level. It's be looked at like a joke. He has no chance. I would give him props for trying. And then he'll move along. Because there's not many of those brazen people out there like that. They're drunk, whatever, yeah, whatever. I don't drink. Commend somebody for trying, and they'll go on their way. It doesn't happen very often, okay? Instead of trying to crush somebody, trying to kill their dreams from them. That's what most people try to do. They don't realize it. Instead of just saying, hey man, keep going, you'll get one. I don't think I had one guy, I don't know how many approaches I ever done in my life. I never heard one guy telling me, keep trying, you'll get one. In the gym, the guy I talked to is that with that attitude. But not a guy with a girl. He's too weak-minded and defensive. He's scared. He thinks I'm going to do something or something. He's selfish. He's worth. He's fucking greedy. because society preaches that greed. You watch the rich people and they have everything, and that's what you want to be. You want to have it all. You know, they show you beautiful, the cars are more elaborate than ever, more luxurious than ever, you know? And that's what you want. And, you know, you think like that's you were the king, like you're the best. I told you you're going to die. It's short lived. I'm not saying, you know, you could have these things. Okay, that's fine. You can't, like, you know, you have to, like, push a guy like me into the ground like that. That really helped. That really makes you feel better from a guy or the women. That's what they did. That's what they did to me today. Those chicks pushed me in the ground. They killed my dream, killed my spirit temporarily. Till I got, you know, actually didn't kill my spirit. It motivated me even harder. But do you see? They wouldn't give me any kind of props for trying. Like, yeah, keep going. All right. The marathon, you know, when the people clap for the people running, keep go. You're doing. It's the same thing. Can you imagine if all those people, the people running the marathon, boo, you fucking slow piece of shit. You ain't gonna fucking, hey, come on, you fucking can't run. You fucking suck. You have no business doing a marathon. Who are you fucking kidding? Can you imagine that? How ridiculous that would be? That's what I have to deal with every day in the marathon that I run. It's the marathon of my life. And nobody fucking cheering for you. And nobody helping you. What they're doing is putting shit down, oil slicks and potholes for you. Okay? That's what they're doing. They're putting up roadblocks for you. They don't want you to fucking finish. For whatever reason. And it's very easy to become angry and bitter and try to take it out on everybody and everything. No. That's not the way. The way is through neutrality. The way is through ignoring them. The way is to continue running the race. Let them put their oil slicks. Let them dig up a pothole. Let them put up a barrier. I go around all of it and around it. All of it. And I will keep going until I finish the race. I hope you liked this one. I think I made some good points. I hope that, you know, people think twice before criticizing when I get comments, calling me names and stuff. It's not nice. It might make her, but it doesn't mean you're better. I know it's so easy to put somebody down, but it doesn't lift you up. It just doesn't work that way. Remember what I said about living. You only get so much time when you're here. And something tells me, I have a weird idea about this. Everybody talks about reincarnation. Everybody talks about what happens when you die and everything like that. I think what happens is that there's like an energy out there of people that pass away. And somehow that energy could be transferred through you while you're living. I don't understand it. I don't know. I had a friend, he was like into martial arts and stuff. He died maybe 6, 7 years ago. And he never told me to do, he never really pressed on me, but somehow maybe, his energy from his body or something got me kind of into it or something. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. But I think there's something out there, some type of force, maybe. You have a chance while you're here, while you're living here, to do something, anything. And I don't think most people they don't realize that. They don't. Women just walk by, ignore you. It was a once in a lifetime. Every time is once in a lifetime. And they just discarded it like I was nothing, like I was a fly in their face or something. Get out of here. I think they should be punished for that. I think I think in a way you are punished when you die. Like I think there's a price to pay for, the kind of person you were. You didn't even care to hear what this guy, like you had really something important, he was trying to say at least. And you wouldn't even care. Wouldn't even give him a chance. But he like that way, I think it's 100 times worse. It's not my job to say summary judgment or stuff, but I just don't get most people, like, now that's saying everybody, but it just seems like these, God, it's like this selfish, greedy, kind of like fuck you in my way attitude that some of these people have. Like, I don't get it. I just don't understand, And then they wonder why, like, why bad things happen to them. They wonder why did you deserve this? I said, well, you were a rotten person, you know? It's a problem, Nobody never fucking offer anybody any advice or anything, like to they come to you like, and say, hey, I really, no mentoring, nothing. All those rich people in Beverly Hills that I sent my resume to, everything, not one of them would like kind of say, hey, you know what, maybe I could mentor this guy. Like, he's got to dance for thousands and thousands and thousands of hours and to do all this kind of stuff. Maybe I could somehow get a script to somebody. Anything, Guy's been on television, he's trying and everything. Not one. You would think, like Stallone, you would think. But no. Everybody wants a piece. I'm not everybody, okay? I'm not everybody. I don't want a picture, an autograph, okay? I want to learn. And I want a chance. And there's not many people, that do that. That you're a threat to them. They don't want to help you. They're all trying to make it to themselves in Hollywood. Anybody, they all want a shot at talking to the heavyweight people. I don't know, okay? But those people do not give back, okay? They haven't. They're gonna take it with them to the fucking grave with them. It just, like I would challenge somebody. Like if I was that successful and I saw somebody like me that's like, really sincere and really trying, I would say, all right, here's what I want you to do for me. I want to see like 2 of your best scripts, like, and I want you to show me. I'll give you a fucking couple minutes of my time, and I want to know, summarize the whole thing, and you tell me why this thing is going to work. kind of like a Shark Tank thing. Kind of, but better. Because that's all lies. You are a fool if you believe that's true, that Shark Tank is true. You are a fool, okay? It's creative foolness. Because people are a little smarter than, they're not as dumb as they used to be. So the shows have to be a little more creative. And that's what that is. Okay? You think business is that simple? Like those people not getting paid to be there? You know? You give a fuck about this, that, or the other. Nothing. Those are fools. Like America's Got Talent. That's what it is. It's a showcase of the fools. And some of those people aren't even American. So they're making a fool out of you. You think it's America. It's not even American, the people on the show. The guy that won. The guy that does popping and a magician thing. Ken Zeus, he couldn't even barely speak English. He's Korean or whatever. The guy wins $1 million on a fucking America's Got Talent. The guy's not even American. Because it's a slap in the face. They know you're a fool. You're watching, so they would just want to make a fool out of you. And that's what they do on those kind of shows. I know what's going on because I see behind the lies. I see beyond the entertainment. I told you when I was in the theater, those red banners. Nobody noticed that but me. Nobody. I'll never forget that. Unbelievable. You know, sometimes you just don't realize you've been being played like a fool until it's too late. They don't want to tell you. They don't want to lift the veil of the secrets because you wouldn't believe it. And you're being sold a lie, you know? Anyway, I've enjoyed this one. I promise to try to do my best to keep it coming. Hopefully, we'll start seeing some success soon. That's really what I'm hoping for. I know it sounds like from the way I'm talking, you're going to get into an altercation, you're going to get into fights, you're going to get into things. It's unavoidable. You're going to have to deal with people, unfortunately. Try to get them out of there. Outsmart, outwit, outlast, get them out of there so you can focus on the goal. Focus on that goal. And I hope you really appreciated when I talked about avoiding being a fool, you know, the scams with those massage women, escorts, and stuff. Okay? It's really important to remember that. Till next time, Warrior Junior, I'm gonna make some tea. Hang tough, hang tough. Stay positive. Stay positive. Don't let any of these fuckers bring you down. Do not.